Hey Virgos, welcome back. I look a little different. As you can see me, and you can see the table a little bit. My other setup kind of fell apart, so I had to put something together, and we'll see how this works out. I actually think I might like it. So, with that being said, this is your weekly for June, what did I say? June 7th through the 14th. This is a general reading, so not every message is meant for you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I've already pulled your oracle cards, and I'll do like I normally do, your oracle, and then your general, and then your love, except I'll be looking at your energy and their energy as well. I did it for a few other signs, and I liked it, so I might just be kind of nosy. I don't know. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Cups in the reverse. I will show these cards to you. Clarity, banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. The Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Koi Fish Spirit, there is always enough. And the New Moon, a new start is coming. So you can't see these cards as great as I would like you to, but I'm still going to show them to you. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords that came up. Both of them came out while I was shuffling, and what I see here is that you're finding balance. You're finding either emotional balance or even a balance of your emotions and material world, you know, your finances, that type of thing. And you're letting go of any disappointment or sadness. Let's see, does that actually focus in on it? I don't know. It's kind of hard to see these cards because there's so much going in on them. They're just pretty. Anyways, you're finding a balance. And you're letting go of past disappointments, maybe past failures, things that you definitely felt sad about. Like you're letting go of it, and you're getting balanced back on your own. So that's great. You do have this clarity card that came out, coupled with this time for a deep dive. So I'll put that one like that, and then I'll back up a little. I definitely feel like these cards are talking to each other. That may have been why you're letting go of the past disappointments. You're letting go of the sadness, the letdown that you had about a situation. Because you're going within yourself. You're taking like a deep dive into yourself, and, you know, cleaning all the BS out, you know, all the negativity, all of that. And you're really coming to, especially with this card saying, remember the perfection of who you are. I feel like you feel like a swan. You feel beautiful. You feel graceful. You feel like you're getting your balance back. And Virgos love to have things balanced. So this is looking to be a really good week for you. Just a reminder, there is always enough, okay? So Virgos like to worry, or can worry, are really good at worrying about not having enough or making sure everything's stable and comfortable. So just remember through this week ahead that there is enough. There is always enough. You are fine. You have found, you know, you are balancing and juggling everything just fine, even though you may feel like you're not, because Virgos, we can be our own worst critic, feeling like never quite meeting the expectations that we set for ourselves. So just remember that you're doing great. And la la, a new start is coming, new moon. So this is looking great. Very, very good. All right, let's get into your general. Maybe we'll get some more detail into what's happening. And all the decks I use, if you're interested, are in the description box. Oh, along with your monthly. Your June monthly is up. I'll leave a link to that in the description box for you if you want to check that out. Also, if you want to be notified of any other readings that come out, because I do bonuses. Thinking about maybe doing a few lives. I don't know how that would work. But, yeah. Anything like that. I do the weeklies and I do monthlies, and then bonuses I try and pull out around the full moon. So if you want to be notified of those, like and subscribe to the channel. That's the easiest way. All right, one more. I feel like for some reason I feel like that one. Okay, I do see the Hermit right there. All right, Virgo. June 7th through the 14th. What is Virgo's focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome for the week of June 7th through the 14th? Please and thank you. See, I told you I don't look at these cards when I'm doing these. Focus, 7 of Cups. 9 of Wands as your obstacles, 7 of Pentacles as your advice, and the King of Pentacles as your outcome. 4 of Cups, again, coming out, overall energy, like you're leaving all of that negativity, sadness, letdown, disappointment. You're letting it all go. You're leaving that behind. Like you're like, that ship has sailed. There's no use crying about it anymore or worrying about it or any of that. You know, it's time to move on. However, we do have the 7 of Cups coming up. This is not the fun side. You know, it's not as great as that. So it's kind of like the darker side, the rougher side. So I feel like here you may be a little overwhelmed with options about something, or worries possibly, or you're working on narrowing down your options is also what I've heard. So let's pull a clarifier one more time. Lots of pentacles here, and by lots I mean 2. So it may be about work, it may be about, you know, your finances or something like that. But the 7 of Cups, why is the 7 of Cups here as Virgo's focus? And there it is. 7 of Cups reversed. Clarifying the 7 of Cups. You're narrowing down your options. That's all it is. You've been overwhelmed. I feel like that's what these cards are talking about right here. See, this is kind of annoying having to do this and show you. Not showing you because I want you to see the cards, but you see, you know, you're getting over the worry, the sadness of all these options, of all these cups. They may even be empty cups, you know, with the 4 of Cups there. And what I feel like it is you're just narrowing down your options. All right? Just narrowing them down. Not counting out all of them, not narrowing them all down to 1, but, you know, weeding out the ones that don't bring you happiness or you don't see bringing you happiness or joy. So could be that you're also just working through like leftover things that you haven't gotten to, you know, like that to-do list that we have that just keeps growing but nothing normally gets marked off of it. I feel like you're kind of going through that and finally marking that stuff off because you're tired of worrying about it. Your obstacle here is the 9 of Wands here. And what I'm feeling here is that you don't have to do this alone. Whatever this is about, this side of the 9 of Wands talks about help coming, kind of arrived any, you know, at a better time. Lots of 4s because we have the 4 of Swords clarifying that. So you're still a little stuck in your head about it. You're still analyzing the situation. I feel like you want to do it alone, okay? I feel like you want to do it on your own. You feel like, like I said, you have to do it alone, and you don't, because this side of the Nine of Wands, you know, kind of represents letting your wall down, letting your guard down, and letting someone in and helping. Even though both of these people look like they've both been through hell, you know, they can kind of help each other. So I do feel, but I still feel like with the Four of Swords coming up and your obstacle, you're a little up in your head whether you should accept some help in a situation, whatever that may be. Seven of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles here for your advice. So you're still assessing the situation. Here I feel like you're assessing the situation, but you're doing it practically, okay? Maybe before, when you would assess the situation and kind of think back on it, it had too much emotion in it, okay? And now you're able to look back on it and look at it objectively and really think about, you know, see what worked, see what didn't. That way you don't make the same mistakes moving forward. That type of energy. Let's see, why is the Seven of Pentacles here? You have lots of sevens and lots of fours in your reading so far. Ooh, the Devil. So, whatever the situation was, I feel like you're assessing it. Well, your advice is to look at it objectively, practically. You know, don't really dump all that emotion, because you've let the emotion, you've let the disappointment go. It's not there anymore. All right. But this was a toxic situation, all right, that you were in. Could have been a relationship. It could have been a job. It could have been a friendship. Who knows what it is? I feel like you'll obviously know what it is, but it's a bit toxic, okay? And so now it's like the advice is to kind of like, now that you have got this balance back, and you know, you're kind of working through your stuff, getting that balance back, letting go of all that negative emotion, all of that sadness. You can look at it objectively and assess it, not necessarily to go back to it or not to go back to it, but to figure out what you learned from that situation so it doesn't repeat itself. Your most likely outcome, though, Virgo, King of Pentacles, being solid, being practical, being grounded. Oh, that's half the deck, though. So we won't take that. But yeah, you know, whenever I'm doing readings for myself, you know, I am a Virgo, Sun and Venus. When I see the King of Pentacles, you know, in my outcome or something like that, I'm normally pretty happy, because, you know, that's just being solid, being stable, wise, grounded, you know, just in a really good place. So let's see what the King of Pentacles is here as your advice. Clarify the King of Pentacles for Virgos. Most likely outcome for June 7th through the 14th. Ooh. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Look at that. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune in the upright with the King of Pentacles. That, you know, that paired with a new start is coming or new beginnings. What was that card that you had? How was it worded exactly? Was a new start is coming? Exactly. And you have your wits about you. You're going to be wise. You're going to be logical, you know, practical, grounded. The Wheel of Fortune is going to be in your favor. All right. So, And I feel like all of this other stuff, you know, this stuff that looks kind of not so great, you know, it's like you're diving deep and dealing with it. And, you know, you're kind of tired of feeling sad about it and letting this situation kind of control you. And so you're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this. Like, I'm done feeling crappy. Like, I don't want to feel crappy. I'm going to learn my lessons from this and move on so I don't ever get myself back in this situation again. I want to be stable. I want to be grounded, okay? And I feel like that's exactly what you're working on. So this could be work, could be relationship. You'll know. For me, I think it's kind of a little bit of both. I'm not really sure. I'd have to really think about it, I guess. Alrighty, so Virgo in love for June 7th through the 14th. What is happening for my Virgos in love? Virgo. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, very soon. We'll just leave that right there for now. So whatever you're working on or wanting or manifesting, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. You know, you're pretty grounded, pretty practical, you know, pretty wise and solid. You're not going to just jump into things, you know, willy-nilly or anything like that. So this balance that you're creating for yourself, I feel like that you're, it's definitely getting that Wheel of Fortune turning again. And not only turning, but turning in your favor. So, I like it. I like it, Virgo. All right. What is Virgo's overall energy for love during June 7th through the 14th? Please and thank you. Virgo's overall energy and love for June 7th through the 14th. There we go. 9 of Wands. Interesting that this card came up as your overall energy and also as your obstacle in your general reading. All right, so what is the overall energy for the person Virgo is dealing with? What is the overall energy? Oh, strength. Could be Leo. So they're like, they're pretty solid. You know, they're strong, pretty secure, pretty confident. I feel like here they have a good balance between. Okay. Sorry, my kiddos. So they have a pretty good balance of like being strong and secure and that type of thing, and still having fun and having a good time. You though, you still may have your guard up. You may still have your wall up. Yep. Alrighty, let's get into it. Let's dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper. Lots of fire energy though here, but on your side and their side. So definitely could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Could also be an Aries or Sagittarius. Sorry, sometimes I forget that like not everybody knows what the signs are. Like what element the signs are. I can remember most of them. It's the air and the water ones that I have to always think about. I'll be like, nope, that's not right. All right. We're not flying out there. Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Devil in the reverse, Knight of Wands, the Hermit in the reverse. So here you are showing up on their side with the Knight of Cups in the upright. So you have the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. And this was your advice. It was the Seven of Pentacles, which is kind of like observe, assess the situation. You know, you're still sad about it. With the Five of Cups here, there's still definitely some disappointment here. Some not negative emotion, but regret, loss, that type of thing. But the Devil in the reverse here, you know, I feel like it was a toxic situation. I mean, that showed up in your advice, you know, in your general reading. You know, Seven of Pentacles with the Devil in the upright. So I feel like you can look back on it now. You know what I really feel like? I feel like you can look back on it now, and even though you still have some emotion that's sad, you still, you know, have a sense of loss there. You know, it doesn't have the hold on you that it did. Like, it just doesn't, because you're able to see the situation clearly. All right? Now on their side, I mean, look at this, look at this. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, both in the upright. So, but here you are smack dab in the middle, in the reverse. So if this isn't you, okay, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense that they would be wanting to take, because they are not only attracted to you, like they are super attracted to you, okay? There's a lot of passion, a lot of physical attraction there, a lot of physical chemistry there, but they also want to make a romantic offer, okay? There's also emotion in there. So they're pretty balanced, okay? They're pretty balanced, you know, it's pretty even, okay? But then you're in the reverse. Or it could just be that, you know, they're coming out of their shell. You know, they took a dive deep down within themselves and kind of cleaned out their BS, just like you were doing. And now they are ready to come to you with, like, an offer. They might be, like, smoking hot, too. Just saying that. I really can't tell if this is someone new or if this is someone from the past. I can't. Oh, Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, the High Priestess. All good cards on your side. Three of Pentacles, the Death card, Ace of Swords. So I feel like here with the Knight of Pentacles, this is earth energy, this is you. You're willing to take steps towards them. Okay? You're willing to take action towards them, but it's going to be very slow. You're not going to jump into anything. You're not going to rush anything. You've done that before and been burned. You're not jumping blindly into anything. You're... You know, if they come to you with this offer, especially with this Knight of Wands right here, you might be like, you know, I'm open to moving forward with you and seeing what happens, but I'm not rushing into things. You know what? I'm not. We do have Temperance right here. So, could be Sagittarius you're dealing with. But you're very balanced. Like I said, you got that balance back. You are able to really, I feel like, control your emotions here, okay? Like you just, and you have a whole lot of patience, okay? That's why you don't need, oops, you don't need to rush into anything. You want to move slowly because you're very patient. And I almost feel like you're like, you know, if it's worth going into, you know, it'll be worth the wait. It'll be worth the slow start, okay? And you are trusting your intuition with the High Priestess. You're listening to your intuition, and that's what you're following. I do think it's interesting, you know, it's coming out below the Devil card that's in the reverse. So I feel like your intuition is stronger than any hold that this Devil had over you. Because this one, especially this one, it talks about, like, you know, when I first got this deck, and I didn't even think this was the Devil card. The first few times I pulled it out, I was like, hey, that looks like a nice card. And then I was like, oh, shit. But you have it in the reverse. It can't tempt you back. Because you are on point with your intuition. They want to work with you. They want to work with you. They want a partnership here. They don't mind you taking things slow. They don't mind the slow movement. They have the patience too, I feel like, here. You know, with the strength, I feel like they have the strength to be patient. All right? And not rush into this. Even though they want to, you know, they'll be like, okay, you want to take it slow? You want to build a firm foundation? You want to, you know, build something solid? Sure, we can work together on that. You do have the Death here. Could be Scorpio. Could be they're leaving something behind. Could be that this is a new cycle for them. See it in the upright here, followed by the Ace of Swords. So I feel like with these two cards that maybe an old way of thinking, an old pattern maybe, or like a thought pattern or something like that has ended. Like they don't think that way anymore. Like I said, I feel like they went in deep. That's kind of what I feel like this Hermit card is. They went in deep. They did a deep soul search and got rid of the BS. You know, they're now thinking clearly about the situation. You know, they've left the past in the past. Or like it could be a Scorpio as well. But overall, I feel like both of you are in really good places. Both of you are in good places. Whether that means this is someone from the past or someone new, it didn't really tell me one way or the other, to be honest. I didn't get a vibe either way. So let's pull some advice cards for you. Let's pull some advice cards for you. Advice for my Virgos. What advice do you have for my Virgos for June 7th through the 14th? June 7th through the 14th for my Virgos. What advice do you have for my Virgos? The Chariot. Change is coming. Movement is coming. What other advice do you have for my Virgos? Temperance. Oh. Ace of Cups. Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups in the reverse, though. Okay, very, very interesting here. Change is coming. Movement's coming for, you know, forward movement is coming. All right? Stay patient, stay balanced, okay? Be open for new love, new emotion. Be open for happiness. Maybe even, you know, you might you might want to look, you know, places that you don't normally go, like outside of your comfort zone. All right, try things outside of your comfort zone even, but definitely something new is coming. So be open for it, all right? Because, I mean, you have the Chariot here and the Ace of Cups. This is all positive change for you, okay? Don't rush into it, though. Just because the change is coming and just because it may come in fast doesn't mean that you have to dive into it, all right? Also, be honest with what you say. Just be honest with your communication with other people. Knight of Cups and the reverse. So yes, you do have this new love coming in. That doesn't mean you have to wear your heart on your sleeve. You don't have to pour a whole lot of emotion into it, okay? Again, the Knight of Pentacles is kind of your energy. Be patient. You know, don't rush this. Don't move too fast. Don't push it too fast, all right? Don't dive in, all right? And then we have the Six of Wands here in the reversed, which normally talks about, you know, kind of things not feeling, you know, feeling like a failure, feeling like something was a waste of time. And I feel like here that this is not a waste of time, actually. There's still more work to be done, though. You haven't won the race yet. You haven't won the battle yet, or the war yet, is kind of what I'm feeling. You haven't quite made it there, all right? So don't, really what I just got here is like, don't feel like when this new love comes in, rushing in, or this change comes in, don't feel like, you know, well, there's my happy ever after, you know, I'm all in, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Be patient. You know, be open to it. But, you know, don't think you've won the race already, because this is just kind of starting off. This is just the beginning. So don't jump into it. You know, feet first. That's kind of, yeah, that's what I'm feeling for that. Overall, though, Virgo, like, this is a fantastic reading. I can't remember what your monthly was. I feel like you might have had a good monthly, too, though. I can't remember, to be honest. But it's in, the monthly is in the description if you want to check that out. Thanks for watching and spending time out of your busy schedule with me. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it helps you in the week to come. I will see you next time.